Welcome to Refashion Your Life.
I'm Megan Byra.
And I'm Chalyce Hadley.
And we want to invite you to take the journey with us to revamp, restyle, and refashion you. So today we're going to start talking about how we present ourselves. And like it or not, the way that you get dressed and decide to do your hair and makeup or not, people just naturally will form opinions and thoughts and judgments, whether they're good or bad, about you. You want what you're wearing to reflect who you are. What is your personality? What are your goals? Who are you becoming? Who do you want to be? Your energy for the day is a big thing.
Huge thing.
If you're feeling down, why are you dressing in sweats and lazy clothes that just perpetuate that mood?
True.
You have to put a little effort into it and it will start to lift your spirits.
Yes.
If you're feeling like a rock star, dress like a rock star. You don't have to dress like every other mom out there.
No.
And I'm not saying that every mom dresses, in a way, but this is just opinions according to Chalyce and Megan.
Yeah, but we've been there. I have been Granny McFammy for years. And it's funny, I did put out my before and after picture, and I had a conversation with a dear sweet friend of mine, and she said, yeah, but like back then you didn't even really take care of yourself. And I laughed and we laughed together because I said, oh, I loved that blue sweater. and I did do my hair that day, and I thought I looked good, but it was a different level. It truly matched what I felt like on the inside, frumpy, and kind of putting myself at the back of the list.
Right.
And I don't know, just by putting effort and putting that change and practicing, getting out of my sweats and getting dressed for the day, it changed me as much as diet and exercise.
Right. Yes. And so the more that you take care of your spirit and your self-esteem, and the more that you love yourself, the more you will want that to show in what you're wearing.
Yes.
You can show all you want from your confidence and your eyes and your face, and if that matches what you have on your body, people are going to respond to that. People are going to notice it.
Yeah.
Yes, yoga pants and sweats may be comfortable, but are you as productive?
Right.
Are you feeling as motivated?
Yeah, but like the yoga pant thing for me is, I was comfortable for the day. Well, it was because I was comfortable not wanting to make a change. And it was staying in that same energy and same mindset. So it wasn't that yoga pants are bad, it's just that was kind of my crutch, my excuse. Well, I can just be in my yoga pants, I still look okay. It's not about that, it was about doing and changing and wanting to feel better.
So I threw out a question just a few days ago on social media that said, do you get dressed each day for you or someone else? Meaning your girlfriends, your husband, the general public, like who are you getting dressed for? And thank you to everybody who responded. It was a really fun thread to kind of read.
Yeah.
So Jana from Idaho, she says, I get dressed for me, and that's like the whole key. Change your mood, change who you are by simply putting a little bit effort into you. Leanna from Oregon said, I think I used to mostly get dressed for my husband. When 4 o'clock would roll around, I would get dressed. But lately I have realized how much better I feel when I get dressed, and now I do it for me. Maybe too because my kids are a little bit older and I have 3 or 4 of them in school, so I have to get out of the house more.
True.
But really, I feel so much better when I do get dressed.
That one hits home with me.
Yeah. I've been in the spot where I went from the workplace to being a stay-at-home mom and adjusting to all of that and getting no sleep and like never leaving the house, and I did live in like sweatshirt and boxy t-shirts and my hair in a pony, so I wasn't always like this, but then I lost who I was, and I think a lot of moms do that. But it doesn't mean that you can't set the example for your kids that you love who you are. You have dreams and goals.
Some fun ones I want to read too. Okay, Jan from Idaho said, most certainly for myself, and first thing in the morning. When my children were younger, the act of getting myself put together was really the only thing I did for myself. I think that's fabulous that she actually kept that part.
Yeah.
Now it's just become habit. Sets me up for a productive day and better spirits. And I will only allow one yoga pant day, and that's a day I don't go to yoga. I love that. Jan, you're awesome.
I love that she set limits on her yoga pant days.
Yes.
Why not? Great
Yeah.
idea. And I love that she says first thing in the morning because some of my blogging friends, where I was at a conference, and they said, you really get dressed and put together like this every day. And I said, I do, because it just makes me feel so much more productive, and I feel like I can do stuff, and I can just leave the house at any time.
Yep.
And anybody comes over, and I'm perfectly fine with how I look. But because I will Instagram out, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me, Brassy Apple. You can see both of us on there. Anyway, by like 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm Instagramming out, or 9 o'clock, what I'm wearing, and people are like, what? She's already dressed for the day? I'm like, yeah, my day's going.
And last fun one I want to share with from Natalia from France. She says, I get dressed mostly for me because I feel better when I do, although the hubs benefits from it. And I love that. It is so true. And they come home and they think, you have done something today. My husband shared that with me. You know, when he used to call me Granny McFanny and I started to change, he changed because his response was like, well, what did you do today? I'm like, well, nothing. Well, why are you dressed up? You know, and I was like, I'm not dressed up. I just got dressed, you know. And okay, now for the fun part. Today we have a really fun experiment. So Megan's going to explain that to us.
Okay, so we're going to show you a series of pictures.
Yes.
And we just want you to think about the first things that just come to your mind about the pictures. Notice the feelings or the opinions or the different energy that the pictures give off. Did you notice the contrast of different levels? Can I say levels?
Yes.
How it went from slouchy,
Grumpy,
to
dragging,
dressed and put together.
dressed, cute, just out, fun for the day.
Everyday comfort
yes.
without being yoga.
Yep.
And then just a little bit more style.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you notice different energies from the different colors?
Yes.
Which colors drew your eye, and what did you love about that? How did it make you feel?
And the different fabrics, textures, you know.
Fabrics, textures.
Sweats versus a cotton flowy dress, or
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how are you dressing?
Yes. Which level are you normally?
What are you putting out there to everyone else about who you are?
It's about, I like how you said, fashion is fashion, but style is individual.
Right.
And that's like, because you don't want to look like everybody else. That's me. I don't want to do what everybody else wants to do. I want to be different, but I want to be awesome when I do it. So,
but she wants to be different, not like in the extreme different. She wants to be different because she's individual.
Yes.
So, take a look at what's in your closet and what it says about you and what you want it to say about you, because you want to feel good.
Yes.
You want to feel good about who you are, and if you're not, then if you just make a simple change. Pull yourself together and you will notice a difference, and everyone around you will too.
Yes, and I have to throw this in. When I first met Megan, every time I would go to her house or something, I was always like, oh, where are you going? Because she was always dressed up, and she's like, no, this is just how I dress. And I'm like, wow, good for you. But then I was like, oh my heavens, I want to be like that. I want to put more effort. And so what you do is take good things from people around you and good influence. And that was one of the best things I learned from my fashionable friend, Megan. But that was something I loved about her, a piece I wanted to incorporate in my life. And so when I started to do it, I cannot believe the things that changed.
Yeah. So wake up, be awesome, and dress to show the world that you are.
Okay, we wanted to take this quick minute and do a viewer shout out to Kimmy. I talked to your sister Kimmy, who is completely awesome, and she is your biggest fan, and you have an incredible support group, it sounds like, on your life-changing journey that you're on, not only with weight, but with spiritual and loving yourself more. So we just wanted to give you a shout out and say, you can do it, Kimmy.
Keep going, you're doing awesome.
Yes, and remember, consistency is the key.